Hey, good morning everybody. Corey Siegel here with S&L Capital Group. Happy Monday to you. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend, and I wanted to kick the week off with some valuable information, in my opinion, about ADUs, or Accessory Dwelling Units. It's a topic that's been coming up quite a bit with a few clients of mine over the past couple of weeks, and really how to add a little bit of bang for buck on your rehab without sometimes having to do drastic work to it. But to back it up and just break it down into the basics to let you know, earlier this year in January, the state of California eased its regulations on ADUs. This is also considered the granny flat law. And what that means is if your property meets the requirements that the state has laid out, you can build or actually permit an ADU on your existing property. Sometimes it's as drastic as building a granny flat or a second unit in the back of your property. Sometimes it's as easy as converting your garage to gross living area, maybe converting it to a studio. What does this mean to you as a homeowner or an investor? You can really add some value to a property by converting your garage to a studio, which potentially puts your property into a more of a cash flowing type of situation or income producing property situation. With rents going through the roof and property prices soaring, it's a really good way to offset some of your mortgage payment if you are a primary residence owner by renting out your garage as a studio. So a couple things that you want to check prior to doing that. A, make sure that the city that you're working in has similar guidelines as what the state has approved or eased from a regulation standpoint earlier this year. Oftentimes what I'm seeing is that the city and the state are not necessarily seeing eye to eye exactly, so you want to make sure that your property meets the regulations of your city and the state so you can get the biggest bang for your buck on your money. Another tip, talk to an appraiser who does bank appraisals, because what they can do is take a look at your property today and say, hey, listen, if you do this type of work to the property right now, it's looking like it's going to add this type of value on the back end. Really important if you're a real estate investor doing a fix and flip and trying to add value from an ADU standpoint. So trust your resources and look into it that way as well. And then lastly, just make sure it's something that's common in your neighborhood. You don't want to be the pioneer of things if you're looking to give the biggest bang for your buck on a fix and flip. You want to make sure that if you're converting your garage into a livable area, into a studio, that garage parking is not put at a premium in your particular neighborhood. What do I mean? If your neighbors have ADUs in their garages, do it. If there's a handful of them in your neighborhood, go ahead and go for it. If you're going to be the only one in a 5-mile radius, probably not a good idea because people may put a higher premium on that garage as actually parking spaces. So those are the things that you want to look at when you're moving forward with trying to add some bang for your buck, putting an ADU into your property and kind of going from there. So take a look at a little bit more information. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of links to some resources that I did some research on in the comments box below. If you have any feedback for us about the video, let us know. Take a look at our website, slcapitalgroup.com. Follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook. We'll post these videos there. And we're also going to be putting together a YouTube channel just because it's a lot easier to post the videos when you have a hyperlink for it as well. Thanks again. We look forward to talking to you soon. Let us know if you guys have any questions and have a kick-ass week.